live in La Vida Loca, mostly because Ricky Martin is a hero of mine, and I worship the ground he walks on.
A splash of GM as black tea, organic black tea, honey, and vodka.
The Artini is delicious. It reminds me, the Artini is delicious. It reminds me of running around a park on a nice spring day, sipping tea with flowers in my hand.
Hi, my name is Stu, and I just had the unique bronze piece at the Topaz Hotel as part of Artini. My favorite was so far, without a doubt. It had high notes of amaretto, great nuttiness, with a lot of complexity. I think that you couldn't really taste the tea, but the honey really, you could definitely taste the honey and the lemon. And it had the perfect combination of caffeine and alcohol. So far, my favorite.
Do you think the fact they used organic black tea makes a big difference in the drink?
Not from a culinary perspective, but from a moral perspective, absolutely, the organic made it. It would be something that would be initially very easy to understand, but then a lot of complexity behind it. Maybe something in the abstract expression. So how's your new home? Perhaps.
Reminds me of my third grade drawings, actually.
Speaking of third grade, what's a sisterly memory that this conjures up from the past?
I don't want to talk about it. Well, there was a time in third grade when I peed on your head.
I thought you would bring that up. I wouldn't let her down from the monkey bars.
Actually, this kind of reminds me of the situation.
Yeah.
Urine.
It did have to do with urine. I wouldn't let her down from the monkey bars, and she gave me an ultimatum: either let me down or I'm gonna pee on your head. Either let me down or I'm gonna pee on your head. Either let me down or I'm gonna pee on your head. And she went ahead and peed on my head. I didn't take her seriously. From now on, from then on, I've obviously taken her seriously. To some extent.
I'm hardcore.
So now, we are the sisters who peed on one another's heads. Fantastic.
Wait, so you reciprocated? You peed on her head?
No, but it's in the works.
I say, this Artini is completely delectable. Amazing.
Edward! Oh my god, it is just so good to see you! Fancy running into you here in this lobby at the Topaz. Oh my. You know, it is a funny thing that I've run into you here, my good pal.
Oh, funny, is
Because
it?
I have a funny story to tell you if you wouldn't mind humoring me for just a moment.
Oh, a moment. Take two.
I'll take three then. You see, this happened, what was it, 3 days? No, it was 2 months ago actually that this occurred. 2 months ago, and what happened is I was shopping at the giant grocery store, and there I was, and I was there in the checkout line, and buying my milk and my eggs and my granola for the week. And what I meant to do was I meant to take out my wallet and pay with my credit card, the cashier for the food that I was purchasing. But instead, and inexplicably, what I did was pick up the eggs, shove them into her mouth, and then hit her chin in such a way that they broke inside of her. Raw eggs dripping out of her face. It was quite disgusting and very inexplicable, as I said, but it was just another example of that strange phenomenon: good intentions, but poor execution.
Ah, yes. I do see a glimpse of what you mean. You intended to do one thing, but in the end you did something else altogether.
Crazy.
Altogether.
Yes, I know.
You know, it's funny. Our legs are crossed similarly. It's funny that you should mention this. I've encountered it myself. In fact, it was not yesterday morning.
Yesterday morning?
It was not yesterday morning. It was 3 months ago. And I was sitting at breakfast, in fact, in my manor estate in Shropshire.
Ah, yes, yes.
Sitting in my breakfast nook, as I tend to do at breakfast time.
Nook.
And I was sitting there eating my daily sort of balanced breakfast with the kippers and the toast and the bagels and cheese plate.
Num nums.
exactly, and the smoked salmon. And I could go on, but I shan't.
Please don't.
And I was sitting there and eating and eating and eating. And I looked across the table at my delectable wife, Iphigenia.
Oh, Iffy.
And I looked across at her. And you know I have that stained glass window in the breakfast nook.
Oh yes, from the 1800s.
The light was sort of beaming through on her radiant face,
she's
striking
all right,
her in profile in the good way. And she looked lovely, ravishing. And I looked across the table, rapt, as the poets say. And I wanted to say something grand and impassioned like, "Oh, my dearest Iffy, these past 25 years have meant quite a lot to me, and you're a very dear girl."
You're a regular Longfellow.
You have no idea. But in fact, and inexplicably, what I said to her was, "You horrid wench of a woman, you've stolen a quarter-century of my life."
Oh, that's not very nice of you at all.
Terrible thing to say to anybody. And another example of good intentions, but poor execution. Oh dear.
Oh my.
Is this a video camera?
Oh,
A recording device?
there must be 10 viewers out there.
Yes,
Oh my god.
in the blogosphere.
Sphere.
Oh dear.
We have been buffoons, and we have wasted all of your time with this buffoonery.
We have made you the victims of said...
The unwitting and unwilling victims of said buffoonery. Shall you try and set it straight? Edward here will set it straight. Don't fret.
So terribly sorry to all the folks at home, wherever you may be. What my friend Fiki Brian I meant to say was that you're all naughty little people and you smell of fungus.
No,
I didn't mean to say that.
No.
Well, you have a go.
Let me take it over from here. What my good friend Edward over here meant to say but didn't was that you all are awful people, incredibly ugly, and your breath smells of tuna fish, actually.
No,
That's not what I meant to say. Oh, listen, we're gonna end this right here. Hello.